the house, so I look a little busted. But anyway, how are you guys? Thank you for joining me on live today. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone that went over to my personal channel this past week and tuned in for Vlogtober. I really appreciate it. Do I have comments on? I think I have them on. If I don't, I'll notice at some point that there aren't any comments. But thank you guys for joining me for Vlogtober if you went over there. And also, there's something else I wanted to say. My cats are talking. Hey guys, hi Sydney. I saw that you set a reminder this time. Slay. But yeah, thank you guys for Vlogtober, and also I am gonna be bringing back conspiracy theory videos. I actually filmed one right before this, so they will be coming back this week. I'm hoping to post it tomorrow or maybe Wednesday. So, all right, so for this live stream, I am going to be talking about, first we're going to start with Michael Jackson biopic information. Now, I want to stress this, some of it is new and it could potentially be rumors, especially this first one I'm going to start with because it's from the Puck, which is Matthew Baloney, okay? Yeah. But people have been talking about it. So I'm going to start with the rumor that the biopic could potentially end after the 1980s. Rumor, okay? And after I'm done reading about this, we will discuss it in the comments. So basically, Matthew Baloney Man posted that the biopic would end after the 1980s, leaving the rest of Michael's life for a sequel. Also, I have my laptop. I'm reading from my notes, okay? So, I think there was actually... I took so many screenshots, y'all. Hold on just a second. MJJ. First of all, what do y'all think of that? Because I mean, okay, this is the thing. This is the first, one of the first rumors I heard was that it was going to be split into two parts, right? And then people were saying that's just rumors. It's probably all going to be one part and it's going to be really long. And then as far as I know, it was never confirmed that it is in fact going to be split into two parts. What I thought was confirmed was that originally it was going to be released sooner, but now it's pushed back to 2026, right? Okay, so this is what... Damn. I totally forgot to send this one to my email. I sent screenshots of everything that I had saved from Instagram. And I think I forgot this one, which is such an important one. Let's see. Puck, Michael Jackson biopic. Because one of the last things that they posted on this crappy website, because we don't trust Matthew Baloney Man, was a dark secret has affected the new Michael Jackson movie. And, you know, they're talking about Jordan Chandler. And I'm like, I don't know about that. But anyway, basically, I can't find the exact screenshot that I'm looking for this first one. But just know that that was a rumor that a lot of people were talking about. And a lot of people were disappointed because obviously ending at the 80s is a choice. But also, you know, they're saying it's going to be a sequel, right? And I thought that was just a rumor this whole time because it was never confirmed that it was going to be split in two parts as far as I knew. So a lot of people are kind of disappointed about that because it's not really that long to go, but also you have to remember that Michael's life was just it was filled with so much from the time he was a literal fetus, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm going to stop at this topic. What do y'all think? I'm going to go through your comments now. Okay, 2 parts. Oh, my hoodie says Shimon. I think I got this on Amazon years ago. Yes, the biopic, it's coming out April 24th, right? I actually have it marked on my calendar. I don't know what to think. If it is 2 parts, I'm totally fine with that, but if it ends up only being 1 part that ends in the 80s, that wouldn't sit right with me. That's how I feel. Like, if they have, I would rather, this is my opinion, I would rather if they don't feel like they're going to be able to wrap up, I mean, wrapping up Michael's entire life by 2026 kind of seems unrealistic in my opinion. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. And to do it right and to make the biopic good, I don't see how it's possible. So for me, it's like, I would rather them split it into 2 parts and we just have to wait for the second part a little longer, you know what I mean? Then it'd be rushed and it not be good. So, but I think there's no way they can just stop at the 80s and be like, okay, guys, that was fun. Like, there is no way. Yeah, and okay, so this is something where I'm like, is this true or is this not? Apparently, there was a legal disagreement between the biopic and Jordan Chandler. When I first heard that it was going to be split into 2 parts, everybody was speculating that it was because of that. Because, you know, one of the victims came out and we found out allegedly it was Jordan Chandler. And because of legal issues, everything was having to be, you know, like, and reshoots are normal for movies. So I don't know. I was like, is this true or are they just saying it? Especially Matthew Baloney Boy. I don't know how to feel about 2 parts. I feel like they're dragging it out. As long as they do it right, I don't care if it's in 2 parts. Like, I would rather have that than it be rushed. But also, I get what you're saying because, you know, it's already been pushed back once. We're still waiting for the trailer, which I'm actually going to talk about the trailer in just a little bit. I want 1 part. Like, I would sit and watch a 3+ 4 hour movie about Michael Jackson's life. I don't know. And Michael Jackson is so iconic that I feel like even an average Michael Jackson listener would sit through that long. I don't know. Because Michael Jackson is just such a fascinating person. And also everybody loves his music. So I'm like, I think it should be good. Michael Jackson was the king of pop. Unrelated, but what? Dude, it's funny you say I have luscious hair because my hair is so frizzy all the time. I literally use Pantene, I think. It's not even a good brand, but thank you so much. I would watch a 6-hour movie, forget 2 parts, literally me. Yeah, if it ends in the 80s, I'm like, what's the point? Anyway, what you have missed is we talked about this recent rumor. I'm going to say it's a rumor because it's from the Puck website and we don't really like Matthew Baloney. Actually, one of you guys, I think his name is Scott, he messaged me this morning and he was like, you know, be careful because Puck hasn't always been very nice about Michael Jackson, that website. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But it says, trailer would be released in November alongside the Wicked 2 trailer, which we're going to get to that in just a moment. And it says MJ biopic would end after the 1980s, leaving the rest of Michael's life for a sequel. And so I was just asking y'all, you know, if this is true, how do you feel about it? The reason I'm confused is because, again, like, they said it hasn't been confirmed it was going to be in 2 parts. So I'm still kind of waiting for what they're going to say about that. I think that was real. Okay, so if that is true about of Jordan Chandler coming through, then I could definitely see this happening. You know what I mean? Paris Jackson, oh my gosh, yeah. Did a video on that about, that was my last video on the biopic. I think it said more Michael biopic drama. And I talked about Paris coming out and saying that, you know, she offered her viewpoint and her experiences, literally being Michael's daughter, and that she wasn't listened to according to her. And then who's the person playing Joe, which I believe is Coleman Domingo, said that he, like, talked to her, but she said I didn't really talk to him like that. Like, I briefly spoke to him. It was a whole mess. So Puck, I think of Glee. Matthew Baloney, he was who came out originally, I think, and he had this article that says, you can't really see it, but it says a dark secret has affected the new Michael Jackson movie, and he was like talking about Jordan Chandler and stuff. But if it has been confirmed by the estate, I totally missed that. So if it has, that's my bad. Oh my god, I love Glee. I love Glee. Honestly, Ryan Murphy needs to stop with these new series and just go back to Glee. Like, bring it back. Anyway. Okay, guys. So, yes, Blaine. Oh my god, yeah, Paris no longer following Prince. I did notice that. I didn't know that until after I made that video and people started telling me, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know all that. Because I don't keep up with Michael's kids. Like, I keep up with Prince probably the most out of Michael's kids. Paris, I don't keep up with her as much. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the trailer that could potentially... It's looking like it's gonna be November, y'all. I've seen it consistently. So girl, this better be the truth, okay? This is from Discussing Film on Twitter, okay? It says, the first trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic is expected to be released in November with Wicked for Good. And can I just say I still haven't seen Wicked? Like, I need to get on that. I think it's on HBO, right? And I have that, so I should probably watch that today. But anyway, so first of all, I saw a lot of people comparing, like, you know, oh my god, Wicked for Good, and Michael was in The Wiz, and, you know, it's all like, that's pretty cool. That's kind of awesome. I did see the Wicked for Good trailer though, and it looks really, really, it looks like it's gonna be great. But oh my gosh, y'all. My calendar is gonna be very free in November to make sure that the minute the trailer drops, I will be reacting, okay? And I'm hoping YouTube will be nice to me and not try to mess with my video if I show clips from it, because you know how strict they are. But yeah, I hope it is true. I hope it's true. I know a lot of people are saying that they're going to go to the movie theater in November, right? And they might either watch whatever's out, they're just going to buy a ticket and they'll watch it, but they're going to be there for the beginning previews. Because those people are probably going to be the ones that see the trailer. I haven't listened to Paris's music because isn't it like an indie sound? My boyfriend would probably like it. He likes indie music if that's kind of her style, but I don't think I would really like it. But I'll definitely give it a shot. I did listen to her music one time a long time ago for one of my videos, I think back in 2018, but you know, I just haven't kept up since then. Yeah, what is this I'm hearing about it ending in the 80s and half the movie is scrapped? That's actually what I was talking about earlier. It was on the Puck website from Matthew Baloney. I call him Baloney. I don't even know if that's how you say his last name. I just call him Baloney. Phony Baloney, you know. But yeah, it says trailer would be released in November alongside Wicked 2 trailer, which we just talked about. And it said MJ biopic would end after the 1980s, leaving the rest of Michael's life up for a sequel. And I was also asking you guys, like, I wasn't sure if this movie was gonna be split into two parts, and I wasn't sure if there was any truth in the accusations with Jordan Chandler, and like if that was the reason why there were so many problems, because I just wasn't sure if that was confirmed or if it was a rumor. So that's what we were talking about. Yes, I do love Queen and Michael Jackson. Let's see, wait, but I don't know if I can see MJ movie trailer in theaters, because if it's, I can't play it. Oh, I see. Hi, everyone. Okay, so yeah, what we've covered so far, biopic potentially being a sequel ending in the 1980s, and then the Wicked trailer being released in November, the Wicked 2 trailer being released in November, as well as the biopic. So that's what we've discussed so far. What other biopic stuff do I have? I think that was, oh, they created a Threads account, which I don't even use Threads. I hate using any meta stuff. Like, I try to avoid it if I can, because it kind of freaks me out. Like, I really just try to use Instagram. I don't even have I gave my mom my Facebook account, so, but they have a Threads, and the Threads is Michael movie. Sorry, my laptop screen is so bright, but it's just Michael movie, no spaces, all lowercase. So Threads is like, I've never even used it, but it's a connection to Instagram. I think it's just, I mean, does anyone else have Threads? And can you kind of explain? Because I never downloaded it. I've just stuck with Instagram, but I think it's very similar to Instagram, right? Is it kind of like Twitter where you like repost stuff? I mean, I don't even know. I do use Twitter. My Twitter is at @ash_the_oddball. So yeah, they have a Threads, and they also made a TikTok account, and I think the TikTok account is also Michael. It's either Michael Movie or it's Michael the Movie, but they do have a TikTok account now. So I did follow them. I'm gonna see. I obviously didn't follow them on Threads because I don't have it, but I did follow them on TikTok. So we're gonna see if anything comes out of that. Y'all remember when they posted Jafar in the studio and they were like, coming soon, and then they just disappeared from their Instagram account? Everyone's like, is that gonna happen again? Okay, so yes, they have a Threads account and they have a TikTok account. Okay, yes, it's connected to Instagram and it's kind of like Twitter. That's what I thought. That is what I thought. Without the DMs feature. So it's like Twitter without the DMs feature. Good to know. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Twitter. I don't even like using Twitter. I tried to use Blue Sky because I don't like the fact that it's X and everything, but I didn't have a lot of luck with Blue Sky. Not a lot of people were heading over there. Okay. I have one more thing to share about the biopic, and that is the person playing Katherine Jackson. She actually spoke out about portraying her in the biopic, and it's very wholesome because she actually did meet Michael. I did not know this. So this is what it says. This is, I forget what article this is from, but somebody posted screenshots of it from Twitter. So it says, on meeting Hollywood royals, my mother was in charge of laying the type on the back of Michael Jackson's, wait, what? Oh, albums. When I was a little girl, I would see all these photos of Michael at her job. I actually met Michael Jackson with John Singleton at a Stevie Wonder concert. He knew who I was, and I was like, wait, what? John had just put me in Boys in the Hood. I was so young and so new, and Michael was like, I just love you, Neil Long. No. That I can hear him saying it. Like, who else can hear him saying it? The Michael Jackson that I knew for 10 minutes was the sweetest, most gentle soul. Bye. Who was a real creative genius and deliberate about everything he did. He wasn't on an ego trip. As big of a star as he was, you just never find that. You just never find that with these big stars, I swear. He was walking in the hallway with me on the way to our seats to go see Stevie Wonder. I mean, it was like he was any man. He could have been my brother, my cousin, a family member. There was no separation between him and humanity in that moment. And now this is where she talks about playing Katherine Jackson, which, I mean, the fact that he said, I just love you, and now she's playing his mother. He was such a gentleman. I'm touched. So it says, okay, about playing Katherine on screen. When I was asked to play Katherine Jackson and Michael, I reflected on my mother working for his label. See, I didn't even make this connection. Like, I'm learning something new every day. I reflected on meeting him. I reflected on all of it. And I said, if I can just be as graceful and quiet and understated and strong and honest and God-fearing as Miss Katherine Jackson is, then I found the truth to play this. Playing Katherine Jackson has taught me about grace. She's one of the most graceful women that I think I've ever known, and I've never actually met her yet. Okay, that's crazy. Also, I feel like this came out recently, so I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was a recent thing. But what I know of her and the research that I've done to portray the character, she personifies grace. She definitely got that part down, I would say. There is a silent strength about her that helped me to grow as a woman and to be able to nurture and create a path for the man that we all know as Michael Jackson. That's a special type of grace. It hasn't been an easy film to make, but I don't think any film is any easier to make. That's because our produce... Did I not save the rest? Girl. Oh, no. That's because our producer and our director, they want to get it right. Girl, I hope so. I hope so. I do. I hope that I've inspired women and mothers and people to have empathy for the Jackson family. I think that people have to respect the impact that the entire family has had on the culture. And Jafar Jackson, who plays Michael Jackson, is spectacular. I haven't even seen the film. I just know what I've seen working with him. He is something special. Yes, Tyler, that is true about John. But yeah, that I think is everything that has happened with the Michael Jackson biopic. Am I missing anything? We're, as of now, just waiting for a trailer, and it's hopefully going to actually be in November. Okay. So I do have other updates, but that is all that I have for the biopic, if no one else has anything to share before we move on. The rest is kind of just random stuff that I've seen. One of them I really want to talk about because it is just, it's been a wild ride. Countdown to the trailer, I know. I am going to watch Wicked at some point. I don't plan to see Wicked 2 in theaters, but I will watch it if I can finally watch the first one. I will watch it when it comes to streaming platforms. I know, right? This movie really could have so much potential. Like, I'm holding out hope. Holding out hope. Okay, I don't think anyone else has anything else to share about the biopic that I may have missed. So, get ready for this next one. We're transitioning out of biopic news. We're entering the Michael Jackson estate, addressing the recent viral Michael Jackson AI videos. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, look. Here's my take. Okay, let me set this down for a moment. Okay, so one example of AI, yes, Sora AI, the KFC videos, they aren't using watermarks. And Sora, I have a problem with them because it's not just Michael Jackson. They have, some of their users are doing stuff with like children's images that are just not okay. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Like, Sora, we've got to do something because this is getting out of control. So yes, Sora AI, there's been McDonald's videos, KFC videos of Michael Jackson running around, like doing random stuff. It's all AI. It's not real. Now, me personally, I don't know about you guys, but AI is not advanced enough the majority of the time. I would say 90% of the time, when I see something that's AI, I am able to detect that it is AI. Even if it doesn't have a watermark, like all of these Michael Jackson AI videos, I was able to say, yeah, it's AI. But some people can't tell. And basically, it wasn't John, it was, well, John did say something, but where's that screenshot? Oh, here it is. Somebody reached out to Chuck from the MJ Online team. This is the statement. Also, I don't know what kind of laptop I have. It's an HP. I got it many years ago. I'll have to look into that because I don't even remember the name. Okay, so this is what Chuck from the MJ Online team sent out to someone. Hello, Violet. This is to Violet. The estate has not authorized the use of Michael Jackson's likeness on OpenAI's Sora app or any other of the hundreds of AI apps available. When we receive notice from fans about such instances, we forward them on to the estate. Unfortunately, AI-generated characters appearing to be Michael Jackson or most other celebrities are not authorized and are created without the knowledge of the person or their estate in the case of a deceased celebrity. Sadly, it is simply impossible to prevent this from happening. That is See, this is what I mean. Now that we have AI, we're going to have to get stricter laws or something with this kind of thing. Like, this is just opening a whole other can of worms. I saw one, I don't know if it was the Sora AI, but it was like Michael was on, it was not real, but he's on some kind of like talk show. He's fully clothed, but he's in a bathtub. It was so weird. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I saw it on Twitter and it kind of looked a little too real. And it's just really disturbing. Like, it's really disturbing. But so the estate cannot pursue the markers. Oh, I think they meant to say the makers of every single one. It is similar in some respects to someone sharing leaks of unreleased recordings, in that once it is out there, you can try to pull it down, but it gets put up again and the cycle continues. So, yeah, as someone that when AI first came out, when I first started seeing it a lot, I didn't realize, one, its effects on the environment, and two, I would never use it to, tarnish someone's reputation, to make them say things that they didn't actually say, to manipulate it in a way that is deceiving. Like, that's never something I want to do. But in the world we live in, people are obviously going to do that. They're going to manipulate it, and it's going to become dangerous. And I just, AI, I personally don't like it. I made one video on my channel that I don't think is up anymore, but if it is, I need to delete it. And it was about using Michael's voice with AI, like making him talk. And it does sound like him, but it's AI. And so I just try to avoid all of that. I know a lot of people were getting a kick out of these AI videos of him at, KFC and stuff, but it's just, it's pretty wild. But apparently that is, the statement that was released from the online team. And yeah, it's just impossible to prevent it, really. They can take it down, but like they said, it will probably end up being posted again. Like, the internet truly is forever. But I can't. People are just so unserious. Like, at least not him arrested. Not Michael getting arrested with AI. Like, I don't know. Some people, I feel like they use it for fun. Like, for example, with Paris, she used AI not that long ago, and it looked like her and Michael had a picture together. As much as I hate AI, and I personally choose not to use it, if possible, if I can avoid it, I thought that was wholesome, right? But some people, the saying, like, what is the saying? Somebody's going to ruin it for everybody else. You know what I mean? And it's definitely happening, and it's going to continue to happen, and it sucks. So, yeah, that was sweet. That's funny. Anyway, okay, does anyone else have anything else to add on the AI situation? Because I did want to talk about that because I thought that was pretty crazy. Yeah, Sora is just... everything I've learned about them has been a lot. I have seen so many people saying that John should eventually be replaced by Michael's son, Prince. I mean, hey, I agree. Yeah, I agree with y'all. I think, I know a lot of people say the saying, like, don't mix family with business. But I don't know, I kind of feel differently about it since Michael's not here, you know what I mean? Versus if he was here and him and Prince were working together, I don't know. Oh my God, Karen Faye! Okay, wait, I forgot about that. The Karen Faye Twitter rants have been sending me. I don't follow Karen Faye, okay? But I know so many of my mutuals do. I saw bits and pieces of it. I saw something so offensive that she was talking about. Oh my God. It was so out of left field, out of nowhere. Like, all of a sudden, I am scrolling on Twitter. All of a sudden, I just see her talking about Michael's literal, like, deceased body. I'm like, why are you doing this on a random, like, Tuesday? Nobody asked for any of this information. Like, this is so disrespectful. Yes, I am serious. I have got to find that tweet. I'm going to say allegedly, because if I can't find this tweet, I'm going to be irritated. But I swear, you guys, yeah, I'm not gonna, it was just something where she said she was there or something and she saw it. Okay, Jacqueline says she saw it. Thank God, because I'm like, I can't even go into detail because it's just really graphic and I really don't want to. But yeah, that's one thing that I saw. And I was just like, this is so beyond inappropriate. This is beyond inappropriate. Like, I just stay out of Karen's business. You know what I mean? Like, I don't follow her. I don't interact with her. I just ignore her, right? But when I saw that, yeah, okay, thank you, Ava. Okay, thank you, Ava. I felt like I was going crazy for a second because a lot of people are like, what? I was just scrolling on Twitter and she was talking about that. I don't know if the tweet is still up. It's probably not because she realized that was really inappropriate to say, but yeah, just stuff about his literal body. And I'm just like, oh my God. So that was just really bad. Yeah. Karen, doesn't she block a lot of people too? See, I don't interact with her. I don't give her any comments. I don't give her attention. I'm just like, you go over there. I'll go over here. But it seems like every once in a while she comes out and something happens. So yes, digital footprint. Like, if anybody knows about digital footprint, hello. I started making YouTube videos when I was like 17 years old. Okay, if anybody knows, it's me. All right. But yeah, no, I've heard Karen does block a lot of people. So she'd probably block me too. So I just stay away from her. Anyway, but okay. Continuing. I totally forgot about Karen. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is the lie that came out. I don't know what article said this, but somebody said that Lionel Richie called Michael smelly because he stunk. But all real Michael Jackson fans know that that's what Quincy Jones called Michael. So that was kind of, I feel like the only people that probably believed that were like people that didn't know that much about Michael, right? So yeah, there is a video of him. I don't know if he was on a podcast or something, but he said everybody thought I was saying that Michael smelled, but that's not true. Michael Jackson smelling, I mean, the words I never thought would be uttered. Like, Michael Jackson stinks. Like, I don't know. That man looks like he always smells good. You know what I mean? I mean, say what you want, but him smelling like stinky garbage? No. So yeah, no, that was not true. I think we all knew that, so I'm going to move on from that. But let's see. I think I have just 2 more topics to talk about. This next one is actually really cool, and I don't know if you guys have TikTok and saw this on TikTok, but this is amazing. These are unseen photos of Michael from TikTok. If this is AI, then you know what? I've been swindled. I have been fooled. But I think these are real. Okay, are we ready? Let me turn down my brightness so y'all can hopefully see it. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. This was originally on TikTok, but somebody posted them on Twitter. So, from what I understand, I think that this is this person's mom from TikTok, right? Do y'all think this is AI, first of all? Because if it is, I'm going to literally puke. So yeah, Michael's on the far left in that one. What do we think? Do we think it's AI? I don't think it is. It looks pretty freaking real to me. Like, even ain't no telling, honestly. I know, right? Okay, everybody says it looks legit. That's what I thought. I might actually do a video on this at some point. If I can find this person's TikTok account again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it looks real. But if I can find this person's TikTok, and depending on if they posted anymore, because if I remember correctly, I think the caption of it said, my mom met him and like has pictures with him. And I was like, excuse me. So if she has a story time on that or something, I will be making a video on that. That's crazy. But anyway, so yeah, that I'll probably, if she ends up posting more about that, which I don't know why she wouldn't, because if someone in your family knew Michael Jackson, met him, like has pictures with him, oh, I'd be on TikTok telling all my story times, you know? Unless you had to like keep it private for legal reasons or something, but okay. Let's see. We have the same laptop. Awesome. It's real. I know. AI is freaking me out. Like I said, I feel like 90% of the time I can tell that something is AI. But sometimes I've been tricked, especially with artwork. That's what gets me. Sometimes I'll think it looks like a digital art design, like done on someone's laptop or their iPad. No, it's AI. I'm really bad when it comes to artwork. Like, I know, I love when they have new pictures of Michael. They're not like great quality, but hey, they're better than what they're better than the video clips we get on the official Michael Jackson Instagram. Also, yes, I do have an emotional support water bottle. This is my water bottle of choice. This is my other water bottle that I got. Isn't he so cute? There is a lid for this, but I don't have it right now. But yeah, super cute. I honestly need to drink some more water. I'm starting to get thirsty. Okay, last topic, y'all. Wow, I've actually done this in like a reasonable time. We're only 37 minutes in. Okay, by the way, I got this from I think the Dollar Tree, not the dollar store. The top of it is a witch's hat, and then the straw sticks in a hole in the witch's hat. How cute is that? I mean, I love it. I love the Dollar Tree and the dollar store. Okay, last thing. So, I feel like this is gonna be quite a conversation. Did we hear about the potential "I Want You Back" plagiarism in Taylor Swift's song Wood? Did we hear about it? So let me tell you, I was skeptical. I was like, does it really sound like it? Have y'all listened to it? Have y'all listened to it? Yeah, that intro. It sounds like it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, so the song is called Wood, and it is explicit, okay? It's not even that bad, but she is married, right? She's not engaged. They're married now, right? She is married to Travis Kelce. I don't even remember what team he plays for, but it's football, right? See, this shows you what I know. But it's about his wood, if you will. And well, are they married? Are they married? Am I stupid? I thought they got married. Or are they just engaged? Kansas Chiefs, thank you. Anyway, but yeah, did they get married? Did they? I'm so confused. Everyone's shocked. Oh, not yet. Okay, forgive me. They're engaged, right? Okay, they're engaged. I'm sorry. I don't keep up, okay? The last time I kept up with Taylor Swift, and I'm not kidding, was for Fearless. The deluxe version of Fearless. After that, I tapped out, okay? So, okay, well, do you want me to look up the lyrics for you? Anyway, so what they're talking about, if you go to Taylor Swift's new album, it's called The Life of a Showgirl. People have been talking about it like crazy because of especially that canceled song. Girl, look, I can't write lyrics, okay? I can't. I don't have that gift, and I will own that all day long. I like to sing, but I cannot write. It's not within me. But oh my God, why was I not featured on Canceled? Because I could have wrote that. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. So, let's see. I'm going to get to the craziest parts of the song. But people are talking about the intro. Okay? People are talking about the intro sounds like I Want You Back. And I listened to it. And I actually have listened to the entire album because I watched someone do a live reaction to it because I love to see people do live reactions to albums or like movie trailers, stuff like that. Like I find it very entertaining. So I have listened to it, but yeah, Wood was not one of my faves. Let's see. So all right. Forgive me, it sounds cocky. He D-word, D-I-C-K, matized me and opened my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs. Oh my God, did you girl buzz too close to the sun? Unfortunately, it's in my head because did y'all see Colleen Ballinger, who used to do Miranda Singh stuff, crying over Canceled? The song. Anyway, but a lot of people are like, okay, it sounds like I Want You Back at the beginning. And then she's, this Jackson 5 song. Michael was still a child, but yet she's talking about her man's Wood. So yeah, people just weren't thrilled. And as far as I know, no credits were given to the Jackson 5. And I will say, there's been times where people have said, oh, this song sounds like this song. And then I listen to it and I'm like, I don't really hear it. But this one, I heard it, okay? Sometimes I think people are reaching. I don't think so with this one. So somebody said, was it big or what? I guess so. I guess so. And, she's a grown woman. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I don't care if she's all about that, I just thought it was kind of funny. And a lot of people also thought it was just strange that, like, it sounds like a Jackson 5 song, but then she's talking about her man's weenie. So, yeah. Biggest redwood forest. Yeah, that's what that was about. Anyway, but, yeah, I don't know. I listened to it. I just thought it was okay. I didn't. The Life of a Showgirl. I'm confused with the Life of a Showgirl thing, and then like nothing was really like Showgirl. I don't know. But that's just my opinion. But as someone that, again, I have not kept up with Taylor Swift since Fearless Deluxe version. And then after that, I've only heard like her singles on the radio. You know what I mean? But let's see. Do you think that they made the best decision by choosing a black film director to direct the Michael Jackson biopic movie? I mean, honestly, I'm hoping that, like, every day I learn something about the biopic, I just get more and more nervous. So until that trailer comes out, and I don't think it has anything to do with, like, them being black or white, like, I just want it to be good. And I'm hoping that the director will slay. I have high hopes, but I'm just a little, I'm just a little nervous. That's all. But yeah, this trailer, it's going to be the moment for me. I know. My stomach twists when I see that picture of Jafar that we use over and over. But anyway, I think that's all I have to share. Going through my screenshots. I'm gonna actually, oh, hello. I'm gonna give y'all a little spoiler real quick on my next conspiracy theory video since y'all are here. Okay. Are we ready? I know, y'all are so much fun in this chat. I've honestly enjoyed this so much. Okay, so my next conspiracy theory video, how many of y'all, I just filmed it before I started this, and how many of y'all have seen the show? I believe it's streaming on Max. How many of y'all have seen the show Atlanta? Drum roll, please. Nope. The conspiracy music you use is terrifying. Nope. Do y'all know the singer Childish Gambino? I had heard of Atlanta, but it wasn't until a certain episode came out that yeah. So Donald, I think, is actually the creator of the show. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have it in my notes, but I just did a video on it. But do y'all know the episode with Teddy Perkins, who is also played by Donald? Yes. Oh my god. I think some of y'all are getting it. That one episode. My next conspiracy theory video is going to be revolving around that episode because Teddy Perkins' childhood and his brother, which I believe his name is Benny in the show, it's similar to Michael Jackson, just a little bit. It really could, it didn't have to just be Michael Jackson. It could be other child stars, but their childhoods were kind of similar and they talk about it in the show. So I was going to do a comparison on that. Atlanta, I think, as far as I know, like, I don't know how many seasons there were. I've only watched the one episode that I'm doing a conspiracy theory video on, but this one episode is just very unsettling. It's like this guy, I believe his name is Darius. He wants to go pick up this piano, and it was owned by Teddy and his brother, and like his brother Benny was super famous. I won't spoil it. It is fictional. But I'm going to tell you the whole plot in my next conspiracy theory video, but I think it's streaming on Max. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you watch it before my video so you kind of know, but it's really good. Yes! Oh my god, I just talked about that in my video. There's an episode in it where there is an edited pic. I think it's supposed to be Chuck Berry with Michael Jackson, but they have one of the characters, Teddy Perkins, who is in the home that Darius goes to get the piano. His face is on where Michael's face would be. I wonder if I can find a bootleg version online. You know, I got rid of Hulu, so now I just have Netflix and Max. And I had a free trial of Apple TV, but I think it's over. But yeah, the Teddy Perkins episode, I'm not comparing Michael's appearance to Teddy Perkins, by the way. It's their childhood is what I'm comparing, and the little symbolism throughout the show. That's what the conspiracy theory video is about. But yeah. Hulu, I watched a lot of documentaries, but it's mainly like true crime or music documentaries. But I don't think there was anything for Michael Jackson on Hulu, as far as I remember, But anyway, I think I'm going to end this here. I highly recommend you guys check out the Atlanta episode. I have it written down, I think. Let's see. It is on... I take notes, by the way. Usually I take screenshots on my phone and use that. But sometimes I write in my notes app. Okay. Teddy Perkins is the 6th episode of the 2nd season of the television series Atlanta. So, Yes. But I gotta finish cleaning up, and then after I settle and do a few more things, I'm gonna start editing that conspiracy theory video. But if you guys have any other questions or comments, I guess I'll wrap it up with that at the end of this. Oh my God, him showing up to the Emmys, I actually need to include that because it was someone else playing Teddy because Donald was right next to him, but it's so freaky. Teddy was definitely an allegory for Michael, but he wasn't. Yes, that's was one thing that I talked about in my video. Was it like a different universe? But in one scene, they do mention Michael and Joe Jackson. So Michael and Joe Jackson do exist in that universe. So that is something that I talk about in that. Oh my God, yes, send me your Fabio PowerPoint. I should do a reaction to that on my channel. Oh my God. Let's see. I will definitely say hi to my cats for you. Let's see. Good luck at work, Rachel. Michael's fave PYT. I'll have to look you up. Jermaine, get away from us. Yes, I cannot wait to post my next conspiracy theory video. I have, I think, 3 or 4 more after that. I'm going to try to post a lot because once November hits, I am going to be anxiously awaiting for the trailer. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to sign off for now. I will be back. I'm either going to post my conspiracy theory video tomorrow or Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. But yes, love you guys. Thank you guys for joining. I'm so happy that, I know it was kind of last minute, so thank you guys for joining. And I know it's like right in the middle of the day, so thank you for being here, and I will see you guys in my next conspiracy theory video. Bye, guys. I always forget how to end this. I think I just hit the X button. All right, here we go. Hope I got it right. Oh, yep.